Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Watch, sheriffs look like clowns bragging about dozens of raids for entirely legal hemp CBD. Tennessee law enforcement carried out a massive sting operation to bust 23 businesses who were selling entirely legal hemp CBD products. The operation was so ridiculous that reporters called them on it during the press conference. By Jack Burns, February 14, 2018. Nashville, Tennessee, a Rutherford County judge has ordered 23 stores, mostly smoke shops, to be padlocked and shut down following a police investigation which discovered the shops were selling CBD, cannabidiol. So proud of their work were the police, the sheriff, and the district attorney, that they held a press conference outside one of the shuttered stores. But what started out as a proclamation of good policing quickly turned into a mockery of the justice system. According to WBIR News 10, officers from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and La Vernia Police Departments, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency and the Federal Bureau of Investigation closed the stores on Monday after receiving a court order from Circuit Court Judge Royce Taylor. It turns out the stores were selling CBD gummy bears the police said were obviously being marketed to kids. Rutherford County Sheriff Mike Fitzhugh said 21 individuals had been given indictments by a Rutherford County grand jury for individuals selling the products containing CBD which the sheriff claimed was a marijuana derivative. We'd like to inform the parents to be aware of what your children are bringing home with them. Fitzhugh claimed his department received a tip from parents and were forced to investigate. Smyrna Police Chief Kevin Arnold said he sent undercover officers into the stores to purchase the CBD-laced products. This is not an obscure object sitting on their shelf. They know what it is. The press conference seemed so impromptu the official representatives were apparently taken aback when members of the press pushed back with facts about CBD. It's not a marijuana derivative as Fitzhugh claimed. In fact, there's no marijuana in them at all, if the products are the typical ones found in smoke shops all across the country. It's hemp oil, cannot get a user high, and would likely be beneficial for everyone, even babies and toddlers, should they get their hands on the tasty treats. But that fact seemed to escape the presumably intelligent law enforcement officers. The press conference was held outside the Vapesboro smoke shop. We investigated the store's Facebook page and did, indeed, find CBD products being advertised for sale at the store. One product, in particular, was manufactured by Cannabinoid Creations. Visiting their website, we discovered some interesting facts about the products being advertised by Vapesboro. Cannabinoid Creations claims they are manufactured, voila, with hemp oil, something the owner claims is legal in all 50 states. The unknown author testified of his own struggles to heal his/her pain using prescription opiates with little success, so Cannabinoid Creations was birthed using hemp-derived, not marijuana-derived CBD. The founder claimed he/she found relief from chronic pain and wanted to help others do the same with safe, natural, renewable, CBD, not prescription pills. I didn't want anything psychoactive or addictive like the prescription medications I had already tried unsuccessfully. After a lot of trial and error, I was able to find a simple, legal solution to my own problems using natural CBD hemp oil as the active ingredient, and that became my secret weapon for combating recurring pain. I have been fortunate enough to direct my own path and career in this industry. I am passing along my knowledge to help others in similar or worse situations. Indeed, the sheriff's own photos of the alleged contraband show the packaging clearly labeled as hemp. Even though the sheriffs represented at the press conference continued to claim the products were Schedule 6 on the D's infamous list of prohibited substances, Cannabinoid Creations maintains their products are 100% legal in all 50 states. The website states, our CBD products are produced from the highest quality industrial hemp, sustainably grown and harvested to yield potent, natural CBD oils for our treats. Cannabinoid Creations are crafted to be safe and consistent. They do not require a prescription, and they are legal in all 50 U.S. states. The reporters openly questioned the judgment of the government representatives. One reporter asked, "What's so dangerous about these products for kids?" Fitzhugh declared, "It's an illegal drug, a synthetic drug, it's a derivative of marijuana. And it is an illegal drug except in medical situations." All of those statements are inaccurate as it pertains to CBD derived from hemp, as Cannabinoid Creations claims on their site. It's especially inaccurate in light of the fact that TN passed a law allowing for CBD to be used. And there's where the proverbial rubber meets the road. According to safeaccessnow.org, TN passed legislation allowing for CBD to be available to its residents. In 2014, Tennessee legislators passed SB 2531, which changes the definition of marijuana to create a legal exception for the possession and use of low-THC, CBD-rich cannabis oil solely by patients with intractable seizures. Those products, which are entirely different from the ones Vapesboro was presumably selling, are cannabis products whose CBD content far outweigh the levels of the psychoactive ingredient normally found in cannabis. Safe Access Now goes on to explain. The law authorizes a state university to grow and manufacture the oil, which can have no more than 0.9% THC. Again, those products can only be grown in the university's clinical setting, which is precisely why the show of force outside Vapesboro is so perplexing. The products are not the same. The ones which the TN legislation approved require a physician's approval and the patient must have been diagnosed with epilepsy. Safe Access Now explains. In 2016, the Tennessee legislature passed HB 2144 that clarified that patients may possess CBD oils with no more than 0.9% THC if they have a legal order or recommendation and they or an immediate family member have been diagnosed with epilepsy by a Tennessee doctor. Each one of the 23 smoke shops in question could have been presented with a cease and desist order by the judge, the DA, and the sheriffs, but the decision was made to arrest those involved and create a show of force, showing everyone in TN where the federal government, DEA, FBI, stands with respect to a harmless substance, CBD derived from hemp. As U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has promised to go after marijuana, even in states where it's legal, the actions taking place in Rutherford County may signal the first shots fired in the renewed war on drugs have been fired at CBD. The actions which took place Monday seem to be overshadowed by the real war on drugs, the one in which the pharma cartel is winning, leaving a trail of dead opiate-addicted citizens in its path. No one has ever died of CBD or cannabis, yet the citizens are made to believe these products are dangerous and marketed to children. The fear tactics used in the press conference did not escape the reporters' questioning. One reporter asked, "What does this do to the user of these products?" District Attorney Jennings Jones answered, "You'd have to ask TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, for the specifics. I can tell you that it's illegal." In other words, he likely has no idea. Jones repeatedly referred to CBD as the oil. Jones equated possession of CBD without a prescription with possessing OxyContin without a prescription. The sheriffs present at the news conference could not even pronounce cannabidiol properly, let alone explain how and why the substance for which they had just closed down 23 businesses was considered illegal. But we, at TFTP, will tell you why. CBD is considered an illegal substance only by the federal government's Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA, a wing which is openly lobbied by the pharmaceutical companies to keep it illegal. The reason being, CBD sales cuts into their profits. CBD not only is reportedly better at controlling seizures than antileptics but works as a natural painkiller. Painkiller abuse with opiates, opioids, and heroin are the reasons why 65,000 Americans died in 2017, more than all the Americans killed during the entire Vietnam War. What the law enforcement lapdogs did was show their allegiance in upholding the corrupted proclamations of the DEA and its bedfellows in Big Pharma. The arrests will likely bankrupt businesses who attempted to offer another natural alternative to opiates, opioids, and heroin. It goes without saying that the only people CBD products hurt are pharmaceutical companies' bottom lines. The questioning by reporters continued. Chief Kevin Arnold admitted he was not prepared to speak, yet speak he did, showing his ignorance of CBD, one could say. This isn't healthy at all, he proclaimed, although the scientific research on CBD proves him ignorant on the subject. Arnold was asked, could you tell us what it's, CBD, used for? It's used to get high, Arnold stated matter-of-factory. No, it's not. It doesn't have THC in it, the reporter stated correctly before she was interrupted by Arnold, who asked, then why are they buying it? The reporter answered his question correctly. CBD can be used for a multitude of medical problems like inflammation. Again she was interrupted. So, right now in the state of TN, is that legal? Arnold asked. It is, but you can get it at Walmart, so are you guys going to go now to Walmart? She asked incredulously. If they can get it at Walmart, that's where we'll go, the dim-witted sheriff replied. Then the sheriffs were exposed by Arnold's comments. He may not have realized he let it slip out, but he said, I hope they, kids, wouldn't be going to vape shops to get it, CBD, Oh wait. We the general public thought this was what the sheriffs were concerned about. After all, admittedly, they had gotten a complaint, yeah, right, from a parent that their kids were coming home with the dangerous narcotic, which it isn't. And there you have it, folks. It's not about kids, it's about you learning the truth about CBD, that it's harmless, it treats a myriad of illnesses, and is available in your neighborhood smoke shop and in Walmart. The sooner the cops learn this fact, the better.
Do what?
They have the petition over there.
What are they doing, selfies?
Yeah.
Dan, you doing selfies over there?
They've got the petition.
Y'all doing selfies?
I was freezing earlier.
Okay.
I went home. Windbreaker. I went home and got a thicker jacket. We started?
We will, as soon as everybody gets through.
I think Scott's a little chilly. I don't blame you. I'm only holding myself and I've got a cold.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and get started, getting a little cold. I'd like to introduce the people that are with me this morning. It's Chief Mike Bowen from the Murfreesboro Police Department, Chief Kevin Arnold from Smyrna Police Department, and District Attorney Jennings Jones. This morning, this afternoon, teams of officers from the Smyrna Police Department, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, Murfreesboro Police Department, the Laverne Police Department, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, the Drug Enforcement Administration, and the FBI conducted raids on 23 stores selling products resembling candy and containing a marijuana derivative. These all 23 stores were padlocked on orders from the court. We have indictments that were issued on 21 people who've been accused of selling the illegal products. This is an ongoing investigation at this time, so I do not have any information as to how many of these people have been put into custody. Acting on undercover capacity, detectives from both departments, this is Smyrna and Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, bought products containing Cannabidol, also known as CBD, and other synthetic drugs in all 23 of these stores. And warrants were issued on each of these stores, and that's the raid that took place about 10 minutes to noon today. I would entertain at this time, if anybody has any questions, then I would be free. We'll try to answer what we can.
What was it that tipped you all off to it?
We had information that came into us from parents and whatnot, and this is one of the things I think that we all want to say to parents, is we'd like to inform parents to be aware of what your children are bringing home to them. If you'll see what's on the table here, these products, they look like gummy bears and lifesavers, and so they obviously are made to look like candy, and it's going to attract your kids to it. So that's why we want to inform the parents to be very cautious about what your children are bringing home with them.
Do you think that it was connected with all 23 stores?
I'm sorry?
Do you think that all 23 of these stores connected with the same operation?
No, they're individual stores, and they're owned by different people, but they're carrying the same products.
How did you get tipped off that these gummies had?
We had information that came to us through parents and other informants.
What's so dangerous about this for kids?
It's an illegal drug that is in synthetic drugs. It's a cannabinol, a CBD product. It's a derivative of marijuana, and it is an illegal drug except in medical situations.
Are you communicating formally with the Rutherford County schools and Murfreesboro schools to make them more aware of this?
We have a constant communication through our SRO program with the schools in Rutherford County.
Sheriff, where is this stuff coming? Where are they ordering it?
That's a good question. Jitty, do you know?
Don't know where the absolutely. I'm not sure where the individual items are coming from. I know that there has been one location that has been a manufacturer for certain items and selling the oil.
Is it here in the state, or are they getting it from a different state and bringing it in?
I believe that there is one location within the jurisdiction that has been selling the oil.
How long do these stores stay closed for?
The stores will stay closed until the judge deems fit for them to open back up.
So were they all types of products containing CBD, or was it just the candies, like the vape oil?
I believe that there were multiple different style of products. We have both candies, oil, various other items that contain CBD.
Is this the type of stuff that the legislature is considering legalizing, the cannabidiol? I know that some of that has been legalized, but you have to get it from another state.
Sam, this is not legal. I believe that TBI and the judge both agree that these are illegal substances.
What does this do to the users of these products?
You'd have to ask the TBI for the specifics. I can tell you that it's illegal.
B.A. Jennings, the 2015 law that the governor signed allowing CBD for medical use, what's the difference in that law that the governor signed and what's making this illegal rather than
Certainly.
under that law?
Certainly. There are many things that are illegal to possess without a prescription. OxyContin is a prime example. If you possess this without a prescription, you have broken the law. If you are selling it without a prescription, or if you're not a pharmacy selling it to someone with a prescription for it, you've broken the law.
In terms of like for medical use, you don't need a prescription as long as you buy it from a different state and once it's delivered to you. We did a series on this literally last Thursday, Thursday before. So that's what I'm wondering, what is making this illegal if you don't need a prescription even to buy it for medical purposes?
Larry, I believe in this particular situation you would need a prescription to buy it. The judge agreed with me. Thank you.
How much of this stuff is still out there right now?
Do what?
How much of this stuff is still out there right now?
This, all of this in the stores that we have taken, we're confiscating all the product in the store.
Kids out there still have this?
I'm sure they're still out there.
So what would you say?
We'll have an ongoing, as things become available to us and information becomes available to us, as long as it's against the law, we're going to enforce the law.
So if these packages are still out there, what would you say to parents out there and other folks?
Well, that's what I was saying just a minute ago, to inform the parents to be aware of what your children are bringing home with them and don't assume that it's candy. Look at the packaging and look at the product and look at what they're looking at. At this time, I'd also like to call on Chief Kevin Arnold from Smyrna. You had a few remarks you want to say?
Okay. I wasn't preparing any kind of statement today, but I'll try to wing it here. First and foremost, the number one thing that's important for us in law enforcement is just the appearance of this appearing to be gummy bears. And this is something that all of our children and our grandkids would look at and determine that it's good for them to eat, when in fact it's not. It's containing things in there that should not be available to the general public. So again, we just stressed our parents, please keep an eye out at home. If you see these things, feel free to call your local law enforcement. We'll come to your home, we'll take it off your hands and destroy it. So again, just reinforce that again. Take a look at what your kids are bringing home and make sure that it is something that's not exactly healthy like gummy bears, but at least this isn't healthy at all.
Hey, Chief, since you are president of
The Chiefs Association? Yes, sir.
is this something that you guys often talk about and try to get a handle on as well?
I was at a meeting with the TBI approximately 4 months ago, at which point this was brought up. I immediately texted my narcotics division and said, hey, go to our area stores and see if this is out there. And one store, one of our agents walked into the store and said, hey, do you have any CBD gummies? And immediately the clerk went straight to it. So again, this is not some obscure product that's sitting on their shelf that they don't know anything about. They know it's there and they know what the purpose for it is. So yes, we have been on this radar for several months.
Is this stuff coming in prepackaged, or are they...
It's in a prepackaged, just like you would buy, like that right there. It's.
You mentioned that the clerks know what this stuff is used for. Could you tell us what it's used for?
It's used to get high.
No. It's not. It doesn't have THC in it. So
then why are they buying it?
Okay. CBD can be used for a multitude of medical problems that, like inflammation.
So right now in the state of Tennessee, is that legal?
It is.
You could get a prescription for it. You wouldn't go to Quicksack to get it though, would you?
But you can get it at Walmart. So are you guys going to go to Walmart?
If they could get it at Walmart, then that's where we'll go. Okay, we'll check on that.
Is this just an issue for kids? I mean,
No, it's not just an issue for kids. No, it's not just an issue for, at least I hope they're not going into vape shops. But no, it's not just an issue for kids.
So are you certain beyond a shadow of a doubt that it does have the THC in it?
You would have to talk to the TBI crime lab. I don't know about that.
if it's at other stores or if it's at Walmart, will you guys be padlocking them?
If it's necessary, if the judge approves it. Every one of these stores, the judge approved the lockdown. So.
Is this the specific kind? I mean, are there any different kind of packages out there? Like if we're showing this slide.
The only one I've seen is the green one. That's the only one I've seen. I've not seen the others.
Is that normal or those are just gummy bears?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about them.
Okay, these are regular. Right?
Yeah, I don't know anything about those. So.
We're going to be showing this stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, when you show those, yeah, you might want to make it known that the package itself is a legal gummy bear, not treated with CBD.
Yeah.
Are there any criminal conspiracy type charges pending? Because, I mean, you're talking about 20 stores.
You have to speak to the general.
Yeah, speak to general and that's it.
At this time, we have not contemplated any criminal conspiracy charges.
So has TBI said that they have THC in them?
I'll speak to that. TBI has certified that this is a Schedule 6 controlled substance.
Okay, if there be no further questions, this will conclude the news conference. Thank you very much for coming.
You have the...
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, you know, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it. You know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.